Hello guys, today we'll be discussing the basic features of tooth. These are mostly the Viva's questions. Let's go with it this way. We see that a tooth is made up of certain elevations and certain depressions. The elevating surfaces that we see on the tooth includes the cusp, the cingulum, the ridges, the tubercle and mamelons. The depression include the fossa, the groove and the pits. Now we'll be discussing each and every one out of them along with the definition and looking at the structures as well. Now the first elevating surface that we are going to talk about is a cusp. What is the definition of cusp? I say that cusp is the elevation present on the tooth which divides the occlusal surface of tooth. Now this we know as the occlusal surface. It is simply the elevation which is known to divide the occlusal surface. That is what a cusp is. These structures that we see, these are the cusps. The elevations that we see on the surface of tooth which divides the occlusal surface of the tooth. Next elevation that we talk about is the fossa. Cingulum. We talk about the cingulum. So this is a cingulum. Wait, let me show you. This is the cingulum. What do we define the cingulum as? I say that the cingulum is the elevation present on the lingual side. Or better I can define it as the lingual lobe of the tooth is the cingulum. This is the fossa. It is just present at the disc direction along the fossa. It is the lingual lobe present on the surface of tooth. Obviously along the lingual surface of tooth. We know this is the lingual aspect and we know it's present along the lingual side. It's the lingual lobe. Moving ahead, the next elevation that we are going to talk about is a ridge. Now what is a ridge? How do we define a ridge? A ridge, I say, is the linear elevation. Any linear elevation. Linear elevations present on the surface of tooth which derives its name from its location. Simple. It's the linear elevation of tooth which derives its name from its location. There are certain ridges which include the marginal ridge, the transverse ridge and the oblique ridge. Now these are the marginal ridges along the margin. About the transverse ridge and about the oblique ridge we'll be dealing with the further upcoming videos. Let's move with the next elevation that we have. It is the tubercle. Now what is a tubercle? This structure that we see is a tubercle. Again, I define the tubercle as the elevation present on the surface of tooth which is due to the deposition of enamel. Simply, the only cause of the tubercle is the deposition of enamel. It's the elevation on the surface of tooth which is caused due to the deposition of the enamel. Okay, then moving to the further next elevation that we have, mamelons. Mamelons. These are the mamelons. These structures that we see, that are the mamelons. Mamelons are the protuberances on the surface of tooth which are present in the newly erupted tooth. So the protuberance on the incisional edge of the tooth present in newly erupted teeth are the mamelons. That's how we define mamelons as. Talking about the next depressing features, the first depression that we have on the surface of tooth is our fossa. Everyone knows what the fossa is. Everyone knows. Fossa is the first thing that will come across in dental anat. Imagine this to be your tooth. This is the lingual aspect, lingual side of your tooth. This is the fossa. Fossa is a depression or concavity present on the tooth. The depression or concavity present on the tooth is fossa. This is our fossa. Now there are types of fossa. So we have a lingual fossa which is present on the lingual side. Whereas when I talk about the triangular fossa and the central fossa, they are present on the occlusal surfaces. See, these are the triangular fossas. We have seen these in premolars. And this is the central fossa. We see it in molars. So it's easy. We have fossa is the concavity or depression present on the tooth. There are three types of fossas: the lingual fossa, the triangular fossa and the central fossa. We know the locations, right? Moving to the next, this is what the fossa is. This is how we draw. We can see even a cingulum and a fossa in the structure. Let's talk about the next depression that we have. That is our the pits. Now what is a pit? The definition itself is self-clarifying. Pits, I say, is a pinpoint depression. It is the pinpoint depression present on the surface of tooth which are present at the junction of the developmental grooves. Now what are the developmental grooves and what are the types of developmental grooves? That we'll see. Just remember, they are the pinpoint depressions which are present at the junction of the developmental grooves. Okay. Moving ahead, and they are also present on the occlusal surface. Don't forget that. It's not only the structure that's visible, they are also present on the occlusal surface. Okay. Now, let's talk about the angles. Now, your tooth is known to have certain angles. We have a line angle, we have a point angle. Line angle is the angle which is made by any two surfaces, whereas the point angle is made by the junction of the three surfaces. The basic definition of a line angle and a point angle is line angle is the angle which is made by junction of two surfaces. The point angle is the angle which is made by junction of three surfaces. To give the example, if I'm saying mesiolabial, I mean that it's made by junction of two surfaces, it is the line angle. By saying mesiolabial incisional angle, it indicates there are three sides involved and it's definitely going to be a point angle. So this was all about the basic features of a tooth. Do like and subscribe for the further upcoming videos. Thank you.